Are we recording? Regular Joe here. This is a request for musicians. The short film is called Above It All. It started with a great piece of writing from Metaphorist. It's grown, excellent performance by Daniel, excellent animation from Marie, tons of visual artists. Now it's time to score it. We put out a request for a composition and got a great contribution from Brian Langsbard. I really like how this turned out. I think it goes with the cadences of the poetry really well. And so we've got his reference track, which is all done in samples, but now we want musicians to play the real instruments. So if you play the violin or the cello, the flute or the clarinet or the harp or the vibes, or really anything else, I'm perfectly open to you playing a part of this composition on an instrument that's different than what was intended. For example, maybe the harp part could be played by a classical guitar, or maybe the vibes part could be played by some kind of creative electronic sound. Who knows? The multi-talented Kier has written up a chart for those of you who can read music, but if you don't read music, that's perfectly fine. The parts are all isolated, so you can listen by ear and play your part that way. Of course, you can always just add another part if you think that'll work. I would only advise you to stick very strictly to the timing of the score, because the score is timed to the timing of the voiceover and the film itself. This has worked really well for us in the past with Morgan M. Morganson short films, The Man with the Turnip for a Head. We've had these great compositions that then get played by real instruments, and it ends up sounding like this beautiful orchestra of sorts, if perhaps a chamber orchestra. That's what we're going to do for this, and this will be a short film on the episode of our television show regarding space. It's gonna be good, so get playing. Thanks again.